थैंक्स फॉर जॉइनिंग। आज का दिन है अप्रैल 14th। इंडिया में अभी टाइम है 8:37 AM। थैंक्स फॉर जॉइनिंग। आई विल स्टार्ट। हाँ, आम आदमी पार्टी कैंडिडेट्स टू फाइल नॉमिनेशंस फॉर मेयर डिप्यूटी मेयर ऑन अप्रैल 17th। दिल्ली मिनिस्टर सौरभ भारद्वाज ने बोला है आफ्टर नेशनल पार्टी स्टेटस आम आदमी पार्टी टू अप्लाई फॉर लैंड इन लुटियंस दिल्ली नेक्स्ट वीक टू बिल्ड द ऑफिस। जो एनसीपी और सीपीआई है इन दोनों को अभी नेशनल पार्टी से निकाल दिया, so they have to vacate their premises from Lutyens, Delhi. Delhi government releases 100 crores as part of budget for DU colleges. मद्रास हाई कोर्ट के जजेस ने बोला है कि इफ इवन 75 years after independence we cannot celebrate Ambedkar's birth anniversary simultaneously with a temple festival in a village, what will people think about our democracy? ये बोला था उन्होंने। बेसिकली वहां पे पुलिस वालों ने ये डाला था कि they cannot actually they cannot actually do both at the same time. कपूरथला में more than 80% of Girdwari work is completed in the district and farmers will get compensation in 2 to 3 days. Goraya Municipal Council Vice President and Councillor Baljinder Kumar joined Aam Aadmi Party ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. ये लुधियाना में है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये बोला है कि what is evidential value of WhatsApp messages these days? Anything can be created and deleted on social media these days, and we don't attach any value to the WhatsApp messages. WhatsApp messages hold no evidential value. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये बोला है। आपको याद होगा कल yesterday बीजेपी के one of the great whistleblowers, Mr. what is his name? मैं क्या भूल गया? sorry कल बोलता हूँ मैं। I forgot what is his name. सुकेश चंद्रशेखर। कल सुकेश चंद्रशेखर के ने आम आदमी पार्टी के खिलाफ कुछ व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस को शेयर किया था। उसकी लॉयर ने बोला है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल ने 15 करोड़ कमाया है विद लिकर पॉलिसी। वो बोल रहा है बीजेपी का सुकेश चंद्रशेखर विजिल ब्लोअर है भाई साहब, ही हैज डन दैट, ऐसा उन्होंने बोला है। अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये बोला है। पंजाब गवर्नमेंट टू इम्पार्ट free skill training under Parivartan scheme 2100 pupils to get trainings for optional 7 job roles, says Aman Arora while launching the scheme. Delhi में BJP is now following Aam Aadmi Party. It is launching free pilgrimage program for elders. उन्होंने 2 बसों में वृंदावन मथुरा दिखाने के लिए लोगों को लेके जाएगी अब से बीजेपी दिल्ली में। So they are following Aam Aadmi Party in a way. CM Bhagwant Mann today disbursed compensation to farmers, distributing 40 crores. He said that the government has made 25% upward revision for compensation for crop loss and a transparent mechanism has been adopted for the Girdwari to ascertain the loss. Chairing the monthly review meeting of Excise Department, Finance, Planning, Excise and Taxation Minister Advocate Harpal Chima said that the Excise Department has filed minimum and maximum rates of beer in order to keep the rates of beer within the reasonable limits. Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Labour, Investment, Promotion and Hospitality Minister Anmol Gaganman said that to solve problem of drinking water faced by the people of Karar, a surface water program, a project is being prepared by state government at a cost of 7.29 crores from Kajoli Water Works, giving a healing touch to the farmers who have suffered huge loss due to heavy rains across the state. Bhagwant Mann said that for the first time in the history of the state, drive to disburse compensation has been started within 20 days of loss, and filing national food pool is not possible. Without Punjabi farmers adding the FCI, cannot survive without hardworking and resilient farmers of state. फिर इसके बाद लिक्विडिटी सरप्लस एट 9 month पीक ऑन हाई गवर्नमेंट स्पेंड। इंडिया में गवर्नमेंट स्पेंडिंग बढ़ रही है, आप लोगों को पता है। टिपिकली अराउंड 60% of the government expenditure occurs in the first 6 months of the financial year, but interestingly the center has earmarked 10 lakh crore in the current fiscal for capex. Last fiscal the government adopted a slower approach to capex spending until clarity emerged on its revenue streams. Analysts said, according to analysts, it was likely that amid its large spending push, the government was currently availing the WMA. Liquidity surplus in the banking system measured by funds that lenders park with the central bank climbed to its highest level in 9 months on accelerated government spending and overseas inflows into the local financial assets, helping drive down the money market rates. The weighted average call rate on an operating target for the rate setting panel at RBI declined 13 basis points below the current repurchase rate of 6.50 on Thursday. फिर इसके बाद refurbished phone space hots up as new handsets lose ground in India. अभी global hotel chains are checking in India with new brands. आपको पता होगा जयपुर में हिल्टन ग्रुप ने 2027 तक एक वास्ट 22 एकड़ एरिया में एक बहुत बड़ा 5 स्टार होटल बना रही है. ऐसा बहुत सारे रेडिसन ये बहुत सारे अभी इंडिया में आ रहे हैं एंड दे आर ट्राइंग टू मेक. गवर्नमेंट आप लोगों को पता होगा प्रधानमंत्री ने बोला है कि 2022 तक इंडिया में सब स्मार्ट सिटीज बन जाएंगे. अभी उसका डेडलाइन को एक्सटेंड कर रही है गवर्नमेंट. While most cities are looking to complete all projects by June, the ministry is worried about the progress of 20 laggard cities. At the top of this list is Shillong, which has completed only one of 18 projects planned, which means 94.44% of the projects are incomplete. This list of 20 laggard cities is dominated by cities from the northeastern states, with barely one-third of the projects completed in 20 of the 100 smart cities. The center is bullying extension of smart city mission beyond the June 2023 deadline. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs is examining the possibility of extending the deadline for completion of project in at least 64 smart cities so that all planned projects are complete. India invites chip makers to set up shop in India. ये आपको पता होगा, पहले से ही बता दिया मैंने. चिप मेकर्स को शॉप लगाने के लिए इंडिया 2021 में पहली बार किया था. They expected somebody will come and do it. कोई भी आया नहीं. 2023 तक एक्सटेंड किया उन्होंने, अभी कोई भी आया नहीं. फिर से अभी एक्सॉर्टेड एक और बुला रहे, एक और बार बुला रहे, अभी भी कोई भी आ नहीं रहे. सो बेसिकली इंडिया में चिप मेकर्स को इनवाइट किया जा रहा है टू सेटअप कंपनीज इन इंडिया. Unsecured personal loans top growth driver for banks beat wholesale segment in India. Arunachal Pradesh quietly upgrades Kaho project to 100 kilowatt. Telangana CM Chandrasekhar Rao to unveil India's tallest Ambedkar statue in Hyderabad today. Congress talks on with BJP rebels, holds back second list. CM Basavaraj Bommai is confident. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman calls for shift recast of developing poor nation's debt. So Samajwadi Party said it's a fake encounter. BJP hits back with appeasement charge. Akshata Murthy, Rishi Sunak ki wife, to earn 68.17 crore dividend income from Infosys, it seems. Infosys ने lackluster quarter 4 का रिजल्ट दिया है, but अक्षता मूर्ति को 68.17 crores मिल रहे हैं. Take action against anti-India elements. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ने ऋषि सुनक को बोला है बीजेपी ब्रिटिश में. Insurers to face more competition in India now. अभी Steel Corporation's profitability set to rise in quarter 4. Comprehensive CAG audit for minerals. Comprehensive CAG audit for mineral operations India में mineral foundations. All district mineral foundations करने वाली है CAG. District Mineral Foundations DMFs across the country. This follows allegations of discrepancies in utilization of their funds, which are meant to be spent on development and welfare programs in mining affected areas. Officers privy in the development set. Delhi logs 1,527 court cases and 2 deaths. India में और 75% of the workers fear layoffs. Actually, एक रिपोर्ट में आया है कि 75% workers worried about potential layoffs due to market inflation. More than 71% of the people surveyed are worried about potential layoffs due to market inflation, while 36% believe overhiring is the reason for attrition. According to the report by HR solutions provider Genesis Consultants, 30% of the residents say that the cost cutting is the reason behind the layoffs, and 23% blamed the mass economic downfall as being the reason. Maharashtra says 1,086 new COVID cases. Government to strengthen the Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, that is Vizag Steel. not privatize it, says Union Minister. BRS terms his comments as distraction. Union Minister of State for Steel Fagan Singh Kulaste said here on Thursday he made the announcement on the sidelines of the Rozgar Mela. As on date, we don't have any plan like that to sale, and in the coming days we will do better, including sorting out some problems with the mining. 1,993 kilometers highways are constructed in 2023. Marth Ministry of Road Transport and Highways ने बोला है, falling 13.37% short of the government's target of 12,500 kilometers. Ministry awarded highways of 12,375 kilometer length in the last financial year, while the pace of the construction of the national highways in the country touched a record high of 37 kilometers a day in 2020-2021. It slowed to 30.1 kilometers a day in 2022-2023. Government likely to ask Apple CEO Tim Cook to make more iPhones in India. Global economic outlook a cause of concern. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ने बोला है. Equity mutual funds at a 12-month high of rupees 20,500 crores in March. Net direct tax collections rose 160% to 16.66 trillion rupees in 2022-2023. Adani's 20,000 FPO subscriber info not available. SEBI ने एक RTI query में बोला है. Subscriber info ही SEBI नहीं दे रही है. Wonderful. Reserve Bank begins evaluation of 5 potential bidders for IDBI Bank. OPEC cites downside risk to summer oil outlook, holds demand forecast. इंडिया में पीयूष गोयल ने बोला है कि इंडिया में exports have risen 14% to record 770 billion in financial 2023. बट एक और चीज उन्होंने भूल गए बोलने के लिए, इंडिया में इंपोर्ट्स का भी रिकॉर्ड हाई चला है 892 बिलियन, और इंडिया में जो डेफिसिट है वो डेफिसिट और भी बढ़ गया है. लेटेस्ट डेटा शोज दैट गुड्स एक्सपोर्ट्स वेंट अप जस्ट under 6% to 447 billion, which is a new high, but lower than what was expected at the start of the last financial year. Goods import has rose by 16.5% to 714 billion, resulting in a record trade deficit. In March, however, exports fell 6% to 38.14 billion, the second straight month of the decline, while imports were almost 8% lower at 58.1 billion, marking the fourth continuous month of fall. Trade deficit was estimated at 19.17 billion, the first increase in 4 months. Okay. So एक और चीज है, next एक है, so Supreme Court has slammed the Karnataka's order of scrapping Muslim quota. It is shaky and it is flawed, बोल रही है. Retired district judge among 12 picked by the SC Collegium for the post of High Court judge. In a rare instance, the Supreme Court Collegium has recommended the appointment of a retired district judge as the judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court, citing legitimate expectation and delay in selection process, a move that would allow him to serve 2 years as a constitutional court judge. Among the 8 district judges and 4 advocates recommended by the collegium for appointments as judges of 3 high courts, the case of Rupesh Chandra Varshe is unique. He has joined judicial service nearly 36 years ago on September 28, 1987, and had retired from the services. The collegium of Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices S.K. Kaul and K.M. Joseph provided an elaborate explanation for recommending Varshe. Next है, आप लोगों को याद होगा नागालैंड में आर्मी ने गलती से 13 लोगों को मार दिया था. अभी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफेंस हैज रिफ्यूज्ड सैंक्शन टू प्रोसिक्यूट द कमांडोज फॉर किलिंग दोस 13 पीपल. बेसिकली दोस 13 पीपल जिसको मार दिया था, देयर डेथ्स इज वेस्ट, ऑलमोस्ट लाइक एनिमल्स की डेथ जैसा हो गया, व्हिच इज सो सैड टू से एक्चुअली. So Ministry of Defense has refused to entertain any kind of prosecution for the commandos. असम में बिहू चल रहा है. असम में it has entered the Guinness Book of World Records after 11,304 folk dancers performed traditional dance. Assam on Thursday created history with the largest Bihu performance at a single venue, taking the traditional dance form to the global stage. The Guinness World Record was set at Sarusajai Stadium in Guwahati. A total of 11,304 folk dancers presented Bihu dance in the presence of Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sharma. I think आज नरेंद्र मोदी is coming. आज नरेंद्र मोदी is coming to Assam. Narendra Modi is coming to Assam. So Guwahati में traffic restrictions are imposed for PM Modi's visit on April 13th and April 14th. Restrictions will be in place on April 30th and 14th, 2023. An official notification by the Office of the Deputy Commissioner of Police ने बोला है. फिर इसके बाद PM Modi is going to inaugurate Northeast first AIMS in Guwahati on April 14th. एक में very interesting चीज मैं आपको बता दूं. The hospital will not only benefit Assam but also Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Manipur है. इसमें गुवाहाटी की एम्स में टेलीमेडिसिन was started in August 2022 and a limited OPT for local residents began in September. But वहां पे कॉलेज अभी तक शुरू नहीं हुआ है. मेडिकल कॉलेज जो भी होता है वो शुरू नहीं हुआ है. एंड वहां पे क्लिनिकल डिपार्टमेंट में ऑन एन एवरेज 150 पेशेंट्स पर डे होनी थी, वो अभी तक शुरू नहीं हुआ है. लैप्रोस्कोपिक फैसिलिटी, ट्रॉमा केयर और आल्सो रीजनरेटिव मेडिसिन, जेनेटिक्स एंड सिमुलेशन लैब, वो अभी तक रेडियोलॉजी इन्वेस्टिगेशंस वो भी शुरू नहीं हुआ है. कार्डियोलॉजी, न्यूरोलॉजी एंड बर्न्स एंड प्लास्टिक सर्जरी वो भी अभी तक शुरू नहीं हुआ है. They are expecting that everything will be done by the end of this year. I will send you. I will make. Okay. Thank you. So next after Gandhi references to Maulana Abul Kalam Azad has been removed from class 11 NCERT. India's first education minister कौन है? We all know Abul Kalam Azad. उसका references कभी हर जगह से इन्होंने निकाल दिया है. For ED lodges FEMA case against BBC India for foreign exchange violation. Questions employees BBC के employees सभी को क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं. असम में कोविड केसेस अभी भी बढ़ रहे हैं. असम में कोविड केसेस में ऑलरेडी 784 न्यू कोविड केसेस हैव बीन डिटेक्टेड इन last 24 hours. Highest spike in 223 days it seems. Next, okay. Mustard rates stay below MSP despite procurement promise. आपको याद होगा गवर्नमेंट ने procurement process cheaper edible oil imports impact prices बोल के मस्टर्ड में MSP डाला था. मस्टर्ड प्राइसेस का MSP थे per quintal 5,450 rupees announced for the season despite the government decision to procure oil seed variety from farmers at MSP after 2 years. Prices of mustard at Bharatpur, Rajasthan Mandi, the hub of oil seeds trade, is currently ruling around 5,100 and 5,200 per quintal, and the prices are lowest in 2 years. Okay. Statistics on attacks on Christian community are wrong, ऐसा सेंटर ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट को बताया है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने has alleged increase. सुप्रीम कोर्ट में there are petitions that were filed saying that increasing incidents of attacks on Christians are devised to keep the pot boiling and give an exaggerated and wrong impression. Appearing before the bench led by Chief Justice of India as usual, Solicitor General of India Tushar Mehta for the centre said statistics given by the petitioners to prove their case of attacks on religious community are wrong. Petitioners claims there were nearly 500 incidents of attacks on Christians. We sent everything to the states. Let us take the case of Bihar. The attacks the petitioners speak of are internal fights between neighbors, of which one of them would be Christian. They have later resolved. The figures given are incorrect. ऐसा बोल रहे. पूरा एक्सपोनेंशियल राइज हो रहे हैं क्रिश्चियंस के ऊपर. बिहार, हरियाणा, छत्तीसगढ़, झारखंड, ओडिशा, केरला, मध्य प्रदेश एंड उत्तर प्रदेश में ये सब कुछ चल रहा है. पीएम मोदी हार्क्स बैक टू एंशिएंट तमिल इंस्क्रिप्शन ऑन डेमोक्रेसी. इंडिया में डेमोक्रेसी कितना डीप रूटेड बढ़ गई है उसके बारे में पीएम मोदी ने तमिल न्यू ईयर डे सेलिब्रेशन में बोला है कि he has greeting the Tamilians on the occasion of Puttandi, Tamil New Year, he has harked back to ancient Tamil culture and various references to the democratic polities and stated that an over 1100 years old inscription from Tamil Nadu talks about rules for a local body, and he also said India made democracy is becoming strengthened day by day with the advent of the government that is present as of now. So there was a lot of teams. आप लोगों को पता होगा श्री राम नवमी रामनवमी में on the afternoon of March 31st, a crowd of over 2,000 people gathered at the Shram Kalyan Maidan in Nalanda's Bihar Sharif. इसके ऊपर ये जो Bihar Sharif is a Muslim majority town with a population of about 4 lakh people. इसमें अभी जो भी लोग हैं जो कि आए थे स्टूडेंट, ये स्टूडेंट्स के बारे में अभी बोला जा रहा है कि वायलेंस में एटलीस्ट 250 पेट्रोल बॉम्ब्स वर यूज्ड नियर द मॉस्क कॉम्प्लेक्स and the Ajijia Madrasa 100-year-old library with over 4,500 rare books of Islamic literature was destroyed by the fire. A Hindu flag was hoisted atop the masjid. A mob threatened the Muslim population within the religious premises to chant Jai Shri Ram. Horrifyingly, a similar incident had taken place 175 kilometers away in Sasaram, Rohtas. 183 people were imprisoned. In 183 people में से 54 people were minors. ये इसमें 30 people are from Bihar Sharif and 24 from Sasaram, spread across 5 police stations with 18 first information reports filed. Many teams were in the cusp of adulthood at 17 and have been charged under the Arms Act. ये इसके बारे में अगर पूछा जा रहा था, for example, there were some kids. सपोज एक किड है गगन दीवान को जब पूछा गया कि वो क्यों गया था, ही हैज गिवन ए रिस्पॉन्स दैट करीब 2 महीने पहले उन सभी को व्हाट्सएप में मैसेजेस आया कि राम नवमी के दिन दे हैव टू गो थ्रू दिस पोजीशन. उनको रूट भी बताया गया. आई हैव बीन कॉल्ड एंड आस्क्ड टू यूज माय फोन, टेक ऑल द फोटोज and also to create some kiosks near the Sogra College and City Palace Hotel. Interestingly ये लोग बोल रहे that गगन दीवान जिसको अरेस्ट किया गया, he was saying that some of the friends with whom he has gone with, they have followed the position along with it, but he's saying that the real violence was not committed by him, but they were committed by the people whom they have not known until now. So, requesting anonymity, a police officer posted in Lahiri police station said that during the interrogation process, the minors have revealed that a day before the Ramanavami positions, a group of Hindus have gathered in Morari locality, जहाँ पे विश्व हिंदू परिषद and local BJP leaders have come with swords and iron rods were distributed among them by the local BJP leaders. They were also given rupees 500 each for the petrol so that they could come with their respective motorbikes for the procession. Liquor too was distributed. The bottle later used for the petrol bombs were used with the liquor bottles, it seems. They were found near the libraries and they were found near the 22 rooms nearby the BJP offices. A source in the Bihar Economic Offences Unit said that a WhatsApp group has been formed within a one week before with 456 members, of which minors were also part. There were fake messages circulated on the group that claimed a flag with the word Jai Shri Ram was burnt by the Muslims, and he said many of the display pictures of the group's participants were of Hindu gods and goddesses. There were also messages about killing the Muslims. And the police officer of additional director general rank said that young people do many things to gain followers on the social media. Interestingly, all these people, minors, उन सभी लोगों का social media accounts have increased 4 times after this. 4 times सभी का. Rahul Ramesh, name changed, says his 14-year-old son left home saying he was going to see the Ramanavami procession, never indicating he would take part in it. When he was going out, he had nothing in his hand, but police said that he was found with swords, and this was visible in the CCTV footage as well. He was just at the beginning of his life. what could be a bigger disaster for us that our child being identified as a writer now in the eyes of the laws. Interestingly, all these minors का बीजेपी के जो भी लोग उन्होंने उकसाया था, they have not come to give bail for any one of them. Not a single one was given bail. उनमें से किसी को भी bail दिया गया है नहीं है. Nobody is taking responsibility for the violence. Local BJP leaders को पूछा गया, who, for example, Avinash Kumar, one of the members of the organizing committee of the VHP, said that we have no responsibility in this one. ये position has been running for the last 8 years. There has never been such an incident. And he is saying that there should be a fair interrogation on this one. And he is saying that police is not giving accurate information. आप लोग कितना भी हंसो, this is truth. Fact है. India, China to drive about half of global growth in 2023, says IMF. The Washington-based financial body is now forecasting growth in the Asia-Pacific region will come in at 4.6% this year, some 0.3 percentage points higher than expected in October and faster than 3.8% last year due to China. अजमेर दिल्ली वंदे भारत वर्सेस शताब्दी एक्सप्रेस का पूरा डिटेल्स एक आया है. Railway Minister, Indian Railways की 14th Vande Bharat Express, which was flagged off by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and connects Delhi with Rajasthan's Ajmer. This is also the first Vande Bharat Express for Rajasthan. The train will cover 428 kilometers distance in 5.15 hours, which is lesser than the time taken by other express trains running on this. But interestingly, it is more than the time that is being taken by the Shatabdi Express. Another important thing ये एक है कि the fare of the Vande Bharat Express between Delhi Cantonment and Ajmer station will be 1250, which includes 308 as catering charges, which is optional, and 2270 in the executive class between both the stations, and also include 369 as catering charges. Meanwhile, a fare on train 2977 Vande Bharat Express will be 1085 in chair car. And Shatabdi Express का अगर देखा जाए, Shatabdi Express takes 5 hours and 6 minutes to cover this whole thing. The train has a dynamic fare system, and इसी का ट्रेन का कॉस्ट है फ्रॉम दिल्ली टू अजमेर तक नहीं जा रहा था और वो गुजरात तक जा रहा था. इस शताब्दी एक्सप्रेस का फेयर है 1160, which includes catering also. RBI is evaluating potential bidders for majority stake in IDBI Bank. Report मैंने बता दिया. Accenture is delaying new hire starts on top of job cuts. Varanasi serial blast में Lucknow court has awarded life for the people. A court in Lucknow on Thursday awarded life imprisonment to Muhammad Waliullah, I think if I am saying the name wrong, sorry about that, in connection with the 2006 serial blast in Varanasi. P notes, promissory notes investment declined to 88,398 crores in February. Demand for the white collar gig roles rises by 11% year on year. A demand for white collar gig roles saw a 11% quick uptick year on year in March amid muted hiring across industries due to global headwinds and job cuts, according to the recent data. Share of low-cost money in bank accounts dips in financial year 2023. India में housing inventory overhang lowest in 5 years, it seems. The housing inventory overhang in the top 7 cities in India stood at a 5-year low of 20 months at an end of January-March quarter. Data from the real estate consultancy NROC showed on Monday. It was the highest at 55 months on quarter ending December 2020. The inventory overhang is the amount of time it will take to sell the current housing listings in an area. The lower overhang denotes higher demand in a particular area. CNG vehicle sales are up 82% in 5 years. MCD suspends 2 Safai Karmacharis for negligence. MCD has suspended after initiated departmental action against all other officials after the Delhi Commission for Women alleged negligence during an inspection of public toilets in Gokulpuri. The panel said Delhi Commission for Women Chief Swati Maliwal, accompanied by a local team of councillors and local residents, inspected several public toilets on April 5th. CM Hemant Biswa Sharma attends one-time financial assistance distribution ceremony. He has attended as the chief guest of the ceremony distribution of one-time financial assistance of rupees 1.5 lakh each for 12,114 Bihu function celebration committees from across the state. The initiative was taken last year by the Cultural Affairs Department of the Government of Assam under the overall guidance of the Chief Minister. The event was held at Sri Manta Shankaradev Kalakshetra International Auditorium, referring to the Bihu as a representation of rich cultural heritage. Okay. BJP's first list of Karnataka polls has over 30 candidates related to the big leaders. Sorry. So बीजेपी की लिस्ट में मोर देन 30 कैंडिडेट्स. सो बेसिकली कौन कौन से है कैंडिडेट लिस्ट? अगर हम लोगों ने देखा है असेंबली इलेक्शन आउट ऑफ द 189 कैंडिडेट्स whose names have been announced in the first list, over 30 are relatives of the political leaders or elected representatives. इसमें चीफ मिनिस्टर बसवराज बोम्मई, whose father SR Bommai was chief minister of Karnataka, to former chief minister and BJP strongman BS Yediyurappa's son BY Vijayendra being allocated a ticket, even as his older son B.I. Raghavendra is already an MP for Shimoga. The dynasty trail is evident. It does not end there. Kumar Bangarappa, son of former CM S. Bangarappa, has been given a ticket again, while Bengaluru South MP Lakshya Surya Narayana, popular as Tejasvi Surya, who also has been vocal against the dynasty politics, has his uncle L.A. Ravi Subramanya as a sitting MLA, who has been allocated a ticket this time. There have been 2 tickets given to the same family too. 8-time MLA and the late Umesh Katti's son Nikhil Katti and his brother Ramesh Katti have been secured tickets, while the Jakkiholi brothers from Belgavi, Ramesh and Lakhan Jakkiroli, have been given tickets. Sitting MLA K. Purnima Srinivas, the daughter of former minister A. Krishnappa, was also given a ticket again. Parivarwad, it appears, is part and parcel of BJP, unlike the Modi's claims. More than 1/3 of India's gig delivery workers are graduates. It seems India में gig delivery workers, which number more than 7 million employees, currently are set to increase to 23.5 million employees by 2029-2023. A recent report has revealed an interesting fact about the gig workers. A survey titling Understanding the Life of Gig Delivery Partners revealed more than 1/3 of India's gig delivery workers have bachelor's or master's degree, classifying them as graduates. According to the survey, 94% of the gig delivery workers are literate, out of which 21.55% is 10th pass, 38.88% of the gig workers are 12 pass. Gig worker means आपको पता होगा जो पिज्जा देने के लिए and all the other चीजों को देने के लिए आते हैं ना, these are the people. 29.7% are graduates and 4% have master's degree. Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science are the top 3 most popular graduation degrees pursued by gig partners. On top of that, Masters of Commerce, Masters of Arts and MBA के लोग भी अभी पिज्जा देने के लिए इंडिया में जा रहे हैं. According to the latest estimates, इंडिया में by 2029-2030 तक 23.5 million employees होंगे gig workers. एक claim चल रहा है आजकल. Okay. एक बीजेपी के बहुत सारे लोग एक क्लेम भेज रहे हैं कि टाटास आर बिल्डिंग अ न्यू पार्लियामेंट विथ रुपीज 1 रुपी से टाटा ग्रुप पार्लियामेंट्री बिल्डिंग बना रही है. एक्चुअली ये झूठ है. टाटा ग्रुप एक्चुअली इज बिल्डिंग टाटा ग्रुप एंड has outbid the L&T for the parliament work. इसके लिए 861.9 crores उसने खर्च किया है. Economic Times का रिपोर्ट आया है कि टाटा प्रोजेक्ट्स won the contract to build India's new parliament building as a part of government Central Vista redevelopment plans, beating Larsen and Toubro. Tata Projects offered to execute the project for 861.9 crores, just 3.1 crores less than L&T's bid. आपको बता दूंगा. September 22nd, 2020, in a reply to the unanswered question 1896, asked in the Lok Sabha regarding the Central Vista redevelopment project, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development notes that estimated construction cost of the new Parliament building is rupees 971 crores. फिर उसके बाद Delhi Power Minister Atishi on Thursday claimed that she was not given an appointment to discuss the Lieutenant Governor to the issue of electricity subsidy, which many people may not get since the file is yet to be returned to the city government. पावर मिनिस्टर भी है आतिशी मार्लिना. सुबह सुबह उसने चिट्ठी सुबह सुबह she has called and seeked an appointment. शाम को 4 बजे रेस्पॉन्स आया कि he is busy. शाम को 4 बजे एलजी ने. Then she has sent a letter to him directly asking कब मिलेगा. They said that आज दिन खत्म हो गया, कल बात करते हैं इसके बाद में, या फिर we will reply back to you whenever it is ready. ऐसा उन्होंने बोला. That's how they work. The data shows that inflationary pressures have eased across food and non-food categories. The consumer food inflation has dipped to 4.79% in March, down from 5.95% in February. As services surge, financial year 23 exports rise 14% and imports up 17%. A Delhi court on Thursday sought a response from Enforcement Directorate on an application filed by Aam Aadmi Party leader Satyendra Jain seeking a transfer of his case to another judge. Okay, fine. Next take. After Charanjit Chenni has attacked the government, Vigilance Bureau has advanced the date of summons that have been issued to him regarding the disproportionate assets case. The farmers who have bear the brunt of unseasonal rain and hailstorms have hailed the work that is being done by Bhagwant Maan, Vinod Kumar of Bakyanwala village and Surjit Kaur, who were given a check of rupees 1.2 lakh given by the CM Bhagwant Maan, were left overjoyed. Kumar said the district administration had constructed their houses and today the compensation amount have also been received. Kaur said that the Girdwari was conducted in a transparent manner and the move to put the names of the affected farmers at common places was a good move to ensure the transparency. Okay, fine. Next. BJP's announcement of naming Akali Tankot and former MLA Indra Iqbal Atwal as its candidate for the Jalandhar bypoll has caused huge resentment among its rank in Jalandhar. As many as 170 outsourced employees hired by a private contractor protested at the municipal corporation office after receiving pink slips from the newly hired outsourcing agency. India has now become the third largest electronic waste producers, and it has to find a way to safeguard this hazardous waste. Assam government has banned the sale, use of gestation and farrowing crates in the pig farms. Assam state agricultural marketing board employees deprived of salaries for the last 7 months, it seems. Employees of the Assam State Agricultural Marketing Board, ASAMB, have not received their salary for the last 7 months. Around 800 employees of the board are facing financial hardships and have been demanding release of their pending salary. When contacted, an official of ASAMB admitted that for the past 3 years, employees were not getting their salaries regularly. 3 years ago, the Assam government curtailed the powers of the board. The board functions under the State Agriculture Department. Earlier, the board generated its own revenue and used this revenue to pay the salary of the employees. Cess collection was the main source of the revenue of the board, but the government has now stopped the board from cess collection. So this has affected the revenue generation of the board. I think मेरे पास इतना ही न्यूज़ है अभी. हाँ, I think Assam में अभी GMC is going to undergo fogging all across Guwahati. GMC will be conducting in different parts of the city because Narendra Modi is coming. हाँ, ये है मेरे पास न्यूज़. आप में से किसी को कुछ बोलना है तो बोल सकते हैं. रणबीर, how are you? बस चल रहा है रे, बस चल रहा है. हाँ हाँ. सुशांता, राइट? सुशांता. वो 24 आवर्स के बाद उसको रिलीज कर दिया ना. That's what I heard. अभी रिलीज नहीं हुआ. I thought he was released yesterday itself. हाँ हाँ. Oh, okay. 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 हाँ.